It's Wednesday, the 29th of May, 2024. Welcome to Capital News, where we take a look at the day's top stories. I'm Angela Wamboi. Kapsaret Member of Parliament Oscar Sudi has dismissed a warning by the United Democratic Alliance Secretary General Cleophas Malala over misconduct, labeling him an elevated MCA. Sudi, considered President William Ruto's political enforcer, said Malala was suffering an illusionary superiority in response on Wednesday. The Association of Certified Fraud Examiners website says illusionary superiority is described when someone overestimates his or her own abilities when compared to others. UDA Secretary General Malala provoked the reaction after he singled out Sudi, Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga, and Githunguri's Godhoni wa Mushomba for undermining the party unity and its leadership.
I have been deeply concerned by reports of indiscipline among some of our elected members within our party. It has come to my attention that certain individuals have shown blatant disrespect to the party leadership, including the presidency. This behavior is unacceptable and will not be tolerated within the UDA party. We want to now bring order in the UDA party. I am specifically addressing the actions of the following members of the UDA party. 1, Githunguri Member of Parliament, Honorable Godhoni wa Mushomba. 2, Nyeri Governor, Honorable Mutahi Kahiga. 3, Kapsaret Member of Parliament, Honorable Oscar Sudi, and a host of MCAs who will be calling them for disciplinary measures at the party. Your recent conduct has not only undermined the party's unity, but also disrespected the leadership that you pledged to serve. Let this be a stern warning. Desist from such actions immediately. And we are saying that should this behavior continue, the party will take disciplinary action against the above-mentioned members. The importance of party discipline and respect for party hierarchy is mandatory. Any form of indiscipline will not be tolerated within the ranks of UDA party. We must uphold values and principles that guide our party to ensure we deliver on our promises.
At the same time, Malala has told Cabinet Secretaries Kipchumba Murkomen and Moses Kuria to focus on service delivery within their respective portfolios or resign. Malala expressed concern that the duo had been engaging in politicking, which is in violation of the law.
Contrary to the law, which requires them to remain apolitical, Honorable Moses Kuria, the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Gender and Affirmative Action, your primary responsibility.
Half-term dates for pre-primary, primary, and secondary schools have been shifted to the 26th to 28th of June following disruption of opening due to floods. Learners were initially expected to proceed for the break from the 20th of June to the 23rd of June. In a circular to all county directors of education, Basic Education Principal Secretary Baleo Kipsang said that all learners in boarding schools will be expected to report back on the 30th of June. Schools were previously scheduled to open on the 29th of April, but the Ministry of Education postponed the same due to floods. The dates were set for the 6th of May, which was also postponed by President William Ruto, waiting for favorable weather. And finally, taking a look at international news, more than 27 million South Africans are voting in what is expected to be the most pivotal general election since the end of apartheid in 1994. A record 70 parties and 11 independents are contesting in an election that will see South Africans vote for a new parliament and 9 provincial legislatures. Voters in Johannesburg began casting their ballots shortly after polls opened at 7 a.m. local time on Wednesday, and many expressed their hopes that the country would move in a different direction. ANC leader and South African President Cyril Ramaphosa called Wednesday's vote one of the most important elections in their nation's history, while addressing a crowd of thousands at Soweto's FNB Soccer Stadium on Saturday. Under South Africa's post-apartheid constitution, MPs are elected on a partyless system, and the executive president is chosen from among their number by the Cape Town-based parliament. If the ANC has fewer than 201 seats, Ramaphosa would have to negotiate with the opposition parties and independent MPs to secure a majority and return to government headquarters in Pretoria. ANC is facing challenges from former President Jacob Zuma's MK party and Julius Malema's economic freedom fighters, which favor radical reforms like land redistribution and the nationalization of key economic sectors.
The day when South Africa decides on the future of our country, who should lead the government of South Africa, and I have no doubt whatsoever in my heart of hearts that the people will once again invest confidence in the African National Congress to continue to lead this country.
That's a wrap-up of the day's top stories. For more, log on to www.capitalfm.co.ke/news.